Oh, hello, everybody. I didn't see that. Sorry. I just wanted to have a small chat with everybody before we get on to the stream. I know I'm about 20 minutes early, but I did want to say a couple things up front, okay? So, the 10th of February, hopefully we shall be starting our newest D&D campaign. I hope you are going to be enjoying that, because I will personally be. Tomorrow, we are also going to play Pal World with Moo and Fly again. It's going to be great. I'm personally going to enjoy that as well. After Pal World and everything are done, however... Sorry. After Pal World and everything are done, sometime hopefully next week, although I can't guarantee anything, the Elden Ring video will be out. I will warn you guys, however, this video is about 6 hours long and it goes in detail to every single tiny detail of every tiny weapon in the entire game. I do miss a couple things, but I do talk about true combos a little bit in it, and honestly I don't remember making the last bit of it just because of how exhausted I was. But it's about 6 hours long and it gives my opinion on every single weapon in the game, so look forward to that. It's taken me a long time to edit, however. So, okay. Now that we've gotten through that, let's get to the game, shall we? Let's be honest, you all didn't come here to just see this opening screen. No, you guys came here for this legendary masterpiece of a video game, which I know I personally enjoy quite a bit. Let's get into this, shall we? So, if you all remember last time, we had just arrived at the palace. Oh, my color corrector is actually a little bit odd. Ain't that something? Oh well, I'll have to fix that after stream. We had just arrived at the Carrion Royal Palace, and we're going to talk to Lunar Princess Ranni today, as we will be getting the best ending, so we're going to absorb the Frenzied Flame and use the needle to dispel it. However, if you all remember this area, there are these giant freaky things over here. And we are actually in business to take these things down pretty easily because we have Flame Strike being the lance we've been using. If these guys are actually somewhat vulnerable to fire damage, the first time they're hit with fire damage per enemy, they'll actually kind of freak out. They'll actually kind of freak out and glitch, which gives us a pretty big opening. That one is firing his magic attack. If that lands on you, it'll explode in about 1 second. Looking, it works right. These things are really, really a nuisance. They're very difficult to deal with. More that their death animation, if they die from fire damage, takes a very long time. But, so, after we get through this, we're going to complete Rajer's quest line. We're going to complete Rajer's quest line. I don't like it when they do that, because they'll try and reset their pressure and just back off of you so they can come back in, or they'll try and get those little things in. We're going to finish Rajer's quest line after this, and after all of that nonsense, we're going to get, probably first we're actually going to get a legendary weapon from here. The Sword of Night and Flame is within this castle. It's not a good weapon for our particular build quite yet, because we have a very sort of strength-heavy build, and it is a I think it has a similar moveset to the broadsword, specifically. Yeah, I believe so. Okay, let's go this place out. It's behind that locked door right there. I'll be showing you how to get it in 1 moment. So, how's everybody in chat doing? I looked over at chat just as this guy. The unfortunate part about the jellyfish shield, and I'm sure you're seeing it now, is I can't actually use my Ash of War I have on this. I have to swap off, use it, in, and then go back to the jellyfish shield. Although the jellyfish shield itself is very powerful, thanks to its unique Ash of War contagious fury, which increases our damage by, I believe, 20%. So, let's go into this now, and let's do this. You want to take this way right up here. The stone pathway cannot be missed. You want to get rid of these things, because they will fall if you're not careful. They will drop spawn their smithing stones as well, but that's besides the point. Let's get through here. Okay, so... fully charge attacks when you're doing this can do some really good, especially since you can follow quickly after the attack. Just like that. Beautiful. You guys have very small hit. Alright, let's go. So, once we're done with this, I'll also be showing you guys where to get... basically, where to go to get the best vendor in the game. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best vendor in the game, but it's the most useful. He's right up there. But it is the most versatile and useful vendor in the entire game because of what they sell. They actually sell very precious items that are limited. They sell a larval tier, which keep in mind there are only 17 of in the entire game, which sucks. I think you should be able to buy them somehow. Like an endless amount of them for some precious resource. I've heard a lot of people saying online that you should be able to buy them with arc runes. Yeah, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's do that. Arc rune shop. That sounds fucking amazing. An arc rune shop? Oh, holy shit. They summon for these ones. They do drop a standard amount of souls. There we go. So, moving on. If you want the Sword of Night and Flame, you want to take the road back here. Yeah, you'll get ambushed by little explosives from the ground. You want to turn left here and then jump off this roof. Then we want to jump down here. There's even a thing. Try jumping. I'm not online, by the way. Praise the armament. I'm not online, by the way. There we go. So, we open this up and we get one of our legendary armaments, Sword of Night and Flame. It is a very powerful weapon. We're getting all the way to the top right here. There we go. It requires 24 intelligence and 24 faith, but is a very powerful weapon as it has split magic and fire damage, which very few weapons have. Being able to exploit the weaknesses of certain enemies very, very, very well. But, moving on, yeah, this is the one that will follow you. Yeah, he's dead. Chat, you got any questions, chat? I'm looking at you guys right now. You guys got any questions? Cause, whoop! Oh, fuck. That's what happened. If you were wondering what happens when you pop like that, it's not an explosion that does damage to you, it locks you in place. Which is quite irritating, if I must say so myself. We're gonna rest here for a second. We're gonna rest here for a second, and then we are going to... Okay. So something I wanted to do, and something I do want to do before we get into anything, is I do want to go through the specifics of how exactly we are going to do this particular ending. Alright? So, we're going to do every quest line in the entire game, right? But the quest line that really matters is the second blooming quest line. This is the quest line that involves, I forget her name. It is the one-armed girl that we find in Canaan in the church. It is the quest line where you could make a possible second goddess of rot and bloom. Holy shit. What is happening there? I just noticed the quality of the stream is poopy. What is going on there? Excuse me, sorry, I need to do this. Why is that poop? Oh my god, what happened? What happened? I'm seeing lines. What is this, fucking TV? I'm actually seeing, like, tear lines. What the hell? What the hell? Let me fix this real quick, chat. Let me fix this real quick, chat. Filters. Filters. Yes, we want filters. Oh, let me reset my menu. Filters. Why are you doing that? Ah, there we go. That's probably why. Okay. Yeah, let's get that off of there. I don't know why the fuck that's doing that. Damn. Is it like that on YouTube as well? Hold on, because I just looked on, not YouTube, I just looked on Twitch. What? No. Okay. Is it like that on Twitch as well? Why is that so awful? Why is that disgusting? Ah, it's not that bad on YouTube. Okay. Okay. And Twitch is fine. Alright. Well, let's get back into this then. God, that's awful. That was particularly unpleasant then. I wonder why that's happening occasionally. It doesn't. I'll have to fix the video later. Right now, let's just get back to this one. So, we have a based on Charles and I'm looking for. They can crush and it'll do its little animation and hit us with darts. So, now the video quality is horrible. I'm sorry, everybody in chat. This looks awful. But, that aside, now that we have the Sword of Night and Flame, we will be carrying on to the northern path here. Up this set of stairs, there will be a wolf, first of all. And second of all, we're going to get to a boss fight very shortly. Now, once we are at said boss fight, we're going to beat it, which we will get 2 sorceries. No, sorry, not 2 sorceries. An Ash of War as well as then a sorcery. Once we're there, we will take a short path upwards and get to finally a dragon we will then have to fight off. Once we fight off the dragon, we'll get to our quest marker, quote unquote, which will be our goal. Sorry, I got distracted by something. I just noticed if you notice, there are little tiny particles in the air around the place. I just noticed that. Ah, yes, the wolf. You want to run over here and grab this little thing right here. And then just, hopefully you'll be able to knock the wolf off. These things will have quite a bit of hit points. As you can tell. Keep in mind, I'm doing about 300 damage with this. Yeah, 300 damage with this. And it took me quite a few stabs. But whatever. Getting through this now, we want to do a small jump. And we just kind of want to keep bringing up your shield will help because the shield pull animation is slightly faster than the standard animation. And it does alright amount of damage. Oh, I would also like to remind you, if you guys didn't think you could put Scholar Shield on the Jellyfish Shield, you actually can. Which a lot of people think you cannot, thanks to its ability. But no, you can. After we get to Ranni and everything, we'll do her full quest line. Once we do her full quest line... Oh, actually, we want to do Ranni's quest line first. Once we do that quest line, we'll be heading to one of her servants. And we will be doing... Sorry, my roommate is yelling. He's an idiot. And we will be doing that full thing. Now, that is a Carrion Knight. No, that's a Carrion Giant. We do want to kill Ghost. You may remember that thing because a ghost version of it appeared earlier in game along one of the plateaus we were on. Now we can actually poke this thing from behind, but there are enemies behind us. We don't want to deal with them. These guys, irritating. They have a very powerful crossbow in their hand, especially there's a different version. There's a different version at the capital city. I believe that night yes. Oh! I'm gonna fucking kill every single goddamn one of you. Your families won't be safe. No one will be. Let's begin, alright? Now, I believe that knight can't come up here. But I doubt he's going to be happy about us leaving him like that, so I suggest we take our staff here. Armor up. Oops, shield up. And move through. Now, I will say that, yeah, see, he actually does that. Ah, there's a program. We do not want to be down here with one of these guys. You probably saw it there, but his crossbow fires a very powerful bolt. I believe they're called perfumer bolts. I forget what they're actually called. But they do a hell of a lot of damage and they hurt a hell of a lot. Now that does actually cause a nice damage. Let's get Contagious Fury. You can walk through his line because he's gonna tank. There's no way he can do that. And since we can't get to his head, we're just gonna push him twice. In the ass. Pretty quickly kill him. Okay, we also put him on stick under him now. When he does this specific attack, when he summons those blades, they'll only come in if you're... So they can't fire at a direct 90 degree angle. Ooh. I believe he might tank again. No, he's just gonna fall. Whoa! They did it there. There we go. Nice burst of damage like that. And for our troubles, we get the Troll Knight's Blade. Okay. The boss is right up here. So, let's talk about this boss, shall we? This boss is very infuriating. There's two versions of this boss. Oh, sorry, I'm getting sick. Give me a second. There. There are two versions of this boss. There's the spirit version, and then there is the actual version. This is the spirit version, but the actual version actually has a bit more HP and has some new attacks. We're going to be fighting the spirit version. And despite this boss having a horse, we cannot use torrent here, so we're going to arm up. We're going to duel our weapons and spawn them. She doesn't have too much health, not too much health, but she is a very annoying and irritating thing. Is the fake cylinder. Her horse will. But you can stagger. You can stagger. Read too much of the NPCs. And back up on the hill, and then go back. She does have basically... Yeah, okay, let's talk about that. When she does that specific animation, her sorceries will shine out, and she will whip out moves like that. Yeah, if you're too far away from her, she'll start spinning around with like this. And And those blades can come in small ways. So be careful. That guy was doing something very silly there, the one that we just passed. We don't really want to recognize this one. I left myself there, it did not work. He's come in shortly afterwards. Yeah, we can come out of that, but she will basically fast cast these blades. We want to kind of go around her. That's the Ash of War we will be getting once we kill her. There. Done and done. Those will still fire. And we got her nicely wrapped. We got her Great Bow. Her Great Bow, that's a sorcery. As well as her Ash of War. So... moving on. Okay, we can add to our flask with the great thing we picked up. And then we can go into our memorized spells. So we can't actually put this on here yet, but this is a very powerful, it's a very powerful sorcery. I'll be getting into why later. So, after that, we now have to fight a second boss. Technically we don't have to fight it, but I want to fight it. You know what's strange? Oh fuck, I'm not online, but it's still... Oh yeah, that's right, I did that. Yeah, okay. Before we do anything else, we're going to go to the church. We're going to go to the church so we can do this quest line very quickly. What we're going to do is we're going to invade 3 people and then put it away. Invade and then put it all away, invade and put it all away. So I do not like getting invaded, and other people probably don't like it as well. And I'm no asshole, I shall not invade like that. I hate being invaded. I think it's a dumb mechanic. Especially in this game where they really ruined it. Invasions are either you're always going to face a 2v1 or you're always going to be against someone who knows you're invading them, which really ruins it. I believe it should be tied to rune arcs instead, but whatever. We're going to be doing this part of this particular quest line here. The quest line I'm speaking of is the Bloody Church over here. Actually, no, we don't need that. The Bloody Church over here. Part of the White Masked quest line. We need to invade 3 people before he will give us the items we want in that game. After that, we're good. We don't gotta deal with anything else. There is an optional enemy you can go here. It's a bit powerful for this. It does take pretty big stuff. However, yeah, right there, he'll force you to heavy roll. Alright. Here. 1. Let's kill him. I bet you remember what he just did. He just used an Ash of War from that red weapon in his hand. And yes, as it would do will. Yeah, you got a bloodborn from him. Alright, next up. I have to do this 3 times. For some reason they actually locked content behind playing online. I hate PvP. Like non-consensual PvP basically in Elden Ring games. Or just in Elden Ring. Previous Dark Souls, they were alright. It was actually kind of fun in previous Dark Souls games. Fun to invade. I've never had fun getting invaded. Not once. Not a single time. But in Elden Ring, it's just boring. Because in Elden Ring, the only way you can get invaded is by using the item, the Haunter's Tongue, or by summoning in a friend. That means that most of the time it's going to be you summoning in a friend that gets you invaded. And the thing is about people who summon in friends, they usually just want to be alone with their friend with no one else around, and invasions are just kind of an annoyance at best. So why the hell would they want to do that? So why the hell would they want to deal with another person? It's supposed to be social. Only social in the way that you want. That's a very awkward lip to get on right there. This is all flesh, by the way, if you're wondering. This isn't like raspberries. This is flesh. This is balls of human flesh and blood. The ground here, the water here is also blood. Which I think it was. Jam? Preserve? Oh, it's blood. Alright, moving on. How's everybody in chat feeling? Let's check on YouTube chat. Hey YouTube, how you doing? How you guys doing? I'm doing good myself. I'm doing pretty good. What's everybody doing in Twitch chat? This is supposed to be a relaxing time, most would say, but it's not entirely. Let's try and read this particular message. I forgot that I actually am online. I completely forgot. Here. Yes, indeed. Come on! Okay. While we're waiting, let's go and do a little bit of grinding, shall we? Because the thing is, we need more levels. Our strength is taken care of. We honestly don't need to increase our strength anything at the moment. Our dexterity, however, is not taken care of. That's an issue. But these little guys are running us plenty of time. Because we set them on fire. We set them on fire. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. There's Scarlet Rot variants of these things in the game. In fact, we've seen them before. You're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I confess something to you guys? Can I really confess something to you? First time I played this game, I thought going to Caleb was the intended route, so I beat every boss in Caleb first. I thought this game was just hell. I beat every single boss fight in Caleb first. Converging! They're converging! What the fuck did that? Did you do that? I don't remember any of these creatures being able to do that attack. Oh, no. This way we go. Get up. No, we can't do it. Oh, I hope those attacks despawn. Oh, stay up.
Hey.
I ain't invading. Invading's worthless in this game. There's no reason to do it. There should be a reason to do it. Some, like, you know, actions and guilds like in DS3 would be easy. Honestly, This game has so much to it. I understand why they couldn't do that, but god damn. Those are required in a Souls game of this kind of caliber and this kind of feel. Just give us factions, tie unique rewards to it. The DLC's coming out. This is the perfect opportunity to do that. There's going to be, apparently there might be 2 DLCs, or a DLC and a really big update. I don't know which one, but I know for a fact I want to see it all. I want to see it all. Ah, perfect. Well, we're gonna have to. Why can I not get another invasion? Come on. Come on. Come on. Damn. You know, I wish I had some kind of real sexy accent. That would be nice. Sorry, I just got super sus for no reason there. That thought popped in my mind. There's a dead corpse there. I would hope it's a dead corpse. Well, I'm dead. There's gotta be something. I don't think there is. If there is anything that's worthless to say. I have every weapon in the entire game on my other profile. Oh, by the way, I do wanted to announce this on the stream, but considering no one will see this, I'll probably just announce this somewhere else as well. I intentionally made a mistake in the Elden Ring, Elden Ring video that's going to be released soon, the Elden Ring tier list vid. I intentionally made a mistake. So I want something to happen. I want you guys to try and find it. Anybody watching this right now, if you can find what the mistake is in the video, specifically I'll tell you, I left out one of the weapons. I made a lot of mistakes in that video, don't get me wrong. A lot of misinformation that I had to correct later through text or was cut out. But some of it still did get through, unfortunately, because compiling all 308 weapons in one video in detail is somewhat difficult. But I made a mistake in the video. I left out one of the weapons, and you guys gotta tell me what it is. If you guys manage to tell me what? Whoopsies. You guys managed to tell me... Sorry, give me a second. You guys managed to tell me what weapon it is. I will name my first Elden Ring challenge character, which I will be doing. We'll be doing challenges for this game eventually. I will name my first Elden Ring challenge character after the person who manages to find what weapon is missing. Ah, perfect. Last world to invade. I see my model has broken and it will never return or be fixed. Let me fix that in here. Right, there we go. There we go. I know they don't want to be bothered, so I'm not going to bother them. I hate getting invaded myself, so... Alright, now we can finally go back to the asshole. Oh, yeah, I forgot these cerulean things on there. They give you a blue flask. The Cerulean Tear Flasks. Alright, now that we've invaded 3 times.
Oh, Lampkin, so pleased you're here. I'm glad that you're enjoying my gift. I knew it from the very start. You have a taste for noble blood. I wish to anoint you a proper inductee, a knight to serve Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, and establish a new dynasty. Luminary Moog has strength, vision, and of course, love. So, what do you say, my lambkin? Yes. Who would have it any other way? Now, take this.
Take this. Lord of Blood's favor.
For your final
trial, soak the cloth
with a maiden's blood. Normally this ritual would involve
killing
and
one
recanting the
one's
wisdom
own
of the
maiden.
2 fingers. But since you are maidenless, the blood of anyone's maiden.
Alright, what he specifically wants us to do, I know that's really weird. You have to go to this place, the 4. Hold on, give me a second. My roommates are making way too much noise. Give me 1 moment, please. Sorry, my roommates are complaining about work. Time to get back to work. Speaking of, alright. What he specifically wants us to do is he wants us to use the imbued key in a specific portal. We've already kind of gone here for a different quest line already. But he wants us to go down here. And into this portal in particular, where there is a dead maiden who, depending on your theory of the game, might have become our maiden if she was not dead. And we must soak it in her blood. I don't know why, but we do. This game has a really weird obsession with, like, maidens and motherhood. And Bloodborne's worse, sure, but this game's got it too. It is quite the oddity, I will say. Oh, if you're wondering why we're doing this, it is because this guy the guy we're doing this for, gives us a very powerful weapon. No, not powerful weapon, sorry. Very powerful, gives us a mediocre weapon. Honestly, I think the weapon might need a buff, but he gives us a very powerful piece of armor if we do this. So we want to go up to her and then dye cloth with Maiden's Blood. Lord of Blood's favor. And then after all that, go through here. As you can see, people who have played the game for a long time seem to enjoy likely death. Yes, they seem to enjoy yeeting themselves off the first cliff that they see here so they can get into the rest of the game faster. Which they usually do. By the way, if you're in chat right now, I would like to say do not hesitate to buy this fucking game. Do not hesitate to buy this game. This game is an incredible masterpiece of art that absolutely deserved its Game of the Year title. Despite all the games that came out, this one won because this thing is a beautiful symphony of all that has come before and all that will be forever. Let's head back to our masked friend. We specifically want his mask. His mask is one of the more powerful. Fucking hell, this model. One day I'm gonna get a live duty one. I have money to spend. Thing is, I made this rule for myself. I made this rule for myself. I made this little rule for myself. The rule being that I wouldn't spend a single dime on VTubing. Not a single one. Not a dime. So I can prove to everybody else that VTubing can be done without having a use. There we go. VTubing can be done without having a mantra of money. A bunch of people think you need to be very wealthy or need to have a lot of stored up money to be a VTuber. I have not spent a single dime on being a VTuber. Not a single dime. All the games I've had are either all the games I've gotten that I've played, I've either gotten myself before I became a VTuber, or I've had people buy them for me because they wanted to play it with me. You've seen that probably a couple times on stream.
Ah, my lambkin,
You complete your final ritual trial. And with this,
formal inductee, a knight who will assist Luminary Moog, the Lord of Blood, in the establishment. Now, this noble blood will be an immutable badge of honor once it settles inside of you.
we do this hilarious animation.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Bloody finger.
Never forget
Yeah,
that
the feeling of agony.
for it is what binds you to Luminary Moog, to all of us. You have the
You have a
sweetest
sweet
scream,
scream,
my
my
lambkin.
Alright,
Oh, another thing.
this is the item that wanted. Pure Blood Knight's Medal. This item is our
Medal
ticket.
granted by the new
Keys
Moog
to the
Wind
kingdom,
Dynasty,
if you would.
with the power to grant audience with Luminary
Yes,
Moog.
well,
I've gone out of my way to provide one to you, but you mustn't use it just yet. The meeting must wait until the Moogwin dynasty commences. Luminary Moog yet slumbers beside the divinity. We must endure a little longer.
indeed. So,
One day, right, my lamb?
just want to make sure I get
One
covered.
day, right, my lamb?
So, you may be wondering why I did that. First of all, what we just got, and what that item is, it is a reusable festering bloody finger. We actually read this. We can invade worlds near and far, and it's reusable. We can use it as many times as we want. Attempt to invade the world. Listening blood has been, into the nail of this finger. It's pale skin feels nothing. How hard? We have a numb finger on our body. Feels nothing now. But the nail still aches with sweet pain. Beautiful, I have to say. And now someone's running a fucking vacuum. You know, one day, when I become, like, sturdy enough to actually turn this into a full-time job, good enough to do it so people will want to watch me, I'm gonna live alone with no roommates that run the vacuum, and I'll make some real fucking content. But I will not spend a dime on this just to prove that you don't need to prove to all those people out there that you don't need to spend any money on VTubing to be a great VTuber. Because I know a lot of people want to do this, and I want to bring something to this damn community. Let's do it. Let's go. Me and you. Let us go. So, this is a very important area. There are multiple quests here. There are multiple quests in this area. First of all, I want to go south a little bit here. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys don't need. There's another one. There's another one. There's a lot of them. You can tell where he went based on his smoke. But whatever, that doesn't matter. What does matter is we want to go through here. God, this is so woods. There it is. I'm gonna kill this thing. It will give us the frozen armament sorcery. We're a wizard now, but most of all, we want to go through here. We are truly a wizard. Truly we are, yes. God damn it. There we go. It knows better. Truly we are, yes. Truly we are. There. Nice crack for that. Okay. Very lovely that someone continues to run the vacuum. Very nice. I fucking love it so much. And see what happens when you live with other people. One day, we won't have this issue. We won't have this fucking issue where we have to take turns getting into showers. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, there's a red wolf down here. I forgot. You might be wondering what the fuck that is. That is a very powerful spellcaster, and oh my god, hold on a second. I need to break someone's jaw. Where the fuck are... Finally done. That's finally done. Who vacuums this time? Let's get this over with, eh? We're almost done. Oh, yeah, I forgot this thing actually has like melee attacks it can do. Oh my god. That is so irritatingly loud. If the economy was good enough, I would live completely alone with no one else around me. But live in some cabin somewhere with my computer and tow, and that's fucking it. That's all I would fucking do. Far away from everyone and everything. That's all I would. Let's get back to work. This game will rest for anybody. Here. We need to get that ash roll. Once we get that, not that ash roll, sorry, that spirit ash. Once we get that, I believe we should be good to go talk to Ranni and fight this dragon. Indeed, our future wife awaits us. And a age of misery does as well. For we are the one, the only one, the true ELDEN RING, who shall both tame the flame of frenzy and absorb the power of God. Through our strength we will become as one with all. So, you walk up to this right here. Blocked shut for now. Now you may be wondering, how do we get in there? So, first of all, we do actually have to do a couple things. Obviously. First, you do want to kill this little guy. I was hoping I could get his location right on the first time, and I did. That gives you the chill weapon attribute, which is quite useful. So, once you do that, and once we get through this area, right, we need to go and have a talk with certain NPCs, specifically about an item we actually had in our inventory. God, it's been so fucking... Here it is. The Black Knight. Once we do this, right? Once we do this in the following Black Knife Grip, the Black... Oh, there it fucking is. Once we do this in like Ranni's quest and everything, we can finally get into Ranni's ways. Okay? Let me explain a few things first. We've already done the Black Knife Print for Rajer and everything, right? Once we do the full Rajer questline, we will be able to get into Ranni's... Well, sorry, not Ranni's, Renala's rise. Alright? Once we get in there, we'll be on the track to get the best of it. But first, we have to go talk to Ranni in this rise and fight this dragon here. Alright? This is going to be very complicated. Just keep with me. This questline goes spiraling out of control. So, we want to fight this dragon. A great maiden must have a great beast to slay. Especially if the one is the great beast. Now then, this guy is not like a normal dragon. He's like the one we fought. Oh, his magic breath actually is a bit stronger than the previous one. There we go, that's what I want. So I can show you stuff. He will use the Crystal Shatter ability, and then he will try and move in on this. But he does also have a swoop in which is yeah, that's it. You're fucking dead. No one kills me. I'm gonna exterminate you. Speaking of extermination, I recently just watched the final few episodes of Season 1 for the Hasbro Hotel, and I am personally very impressed with what they were able to do. Most of the time, stories nowadays are very poorly written, and I don't want to fucking watch them. Most TV shows are awful. They've all got boring writing and boring characters. There's no depth, there's no throws. The only complaint I have about that is I feel like there's not enough characters that died there. I would prefer maybe about 2 or 3 members of our main cast that died. That would have been great. But no. No. I have these things. I have character death we had in the last episode. I did. How the fuck are you attacking her constantly, but not me? I do like how they did that. That's very true to life, how in war sometimes you just die, not doing anything. I wish they would have leaned into it more. I wish we just would have been able to see some real carnage. Ah, there we go. He took off. Yeah, you can force him to retreat. And he'll come back here. I do believe you get his health on that. Ah! I thought he was doing the other spot. How about we try a little bit? Oh. I didn't think that blast was that big. I've rarely had to fight these guys like this. I've rarely had to fight them. He's doing really weird combos. He's doing something weird. There we go. Well, his health is low. And then we have to kill him later. You will see. You will see. So, moving onwards. Let us continue. Oh, man. Alright, so this is Ranni's rounds. He is probably fighting the boss to be in this side quest. Give up. Beyond friend. Ah, head. Kind of fun. But we'll find out why in a second. So we want to go through here. Back to this grace. What a beautiful sight. Ah. Mist. The occasional falling star. And the occasional particle of magic which is getting into my lungs and causing me to develop very, 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 very bad diseases. Lungs are a very fragile thing, don't you know? Okay. We want to stick to the side of the tower here. Do not fall off or you will be murdered. And here she is. Let me just... Sorry. Instinct. Alright. She can murder your ass, by the way.
Oh. Again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Renna when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation. I see. Quite the sleuth, aren't we? Indeed, I am the witch Ranni. I stole a fragment of the rune of death and used it to forge the god-slaying black knives through fearsome rite. I did it all. But sadly for thee, the curse mark thou seekest is not to be found here. I have slain the body I was born into and cast it away. And it is upon that flesh the curse mark is carved.
I want to continue to talk to her. Where did the body?
And why should I reveal that to thee? I performed the act not to bury the past, nor in shame of the deed, but all the same, thy begging compels me not a jot. The curse mark thou seekest is not here. That is all I will say. Now, be gone. The curse mark.
Now we have to go back to Roger at this point and speak with him. And then he dies. Like, actually. Like, no joke, he actually dies. Like, for real this time, he dies.
is good. So, what do you need? I see. When Ranni shed her flesh, she shed the curse mark too. You know, not everyone would trust such a tale. But if she in her current form is nothing more than the living doll you profess, then perhaps it's true after all. Forgive the bluntness of the notion, but how would you like to become one of Ranni's vassals? Only in order to get what we want, of course. The location of the body which bore the curse mark, which right now I haven't the faintest. And the best way to find out is for you to enter her service and take a poke around on the sly. I know you've got what it takes. Not only are you a superb fighter, but people want to trust you. I've seen it. Can you become Ranni's vassal to advance our agenda? While in her service, you'll be able to take a poke around on the sly and determine the location of her original body that bears the curse mark. I realize that I'm asking you to put yourself in grave danger, but I know you've got what it takes. Quite possibly the only one, in fact. Can you become while in her and determine?
I do not believe he sells anything
got what it takes.
No, he only ever sells those 3 things. I do not believe we have to go talk to Fia, but I want to. Fia. It's a bunch of action. Read message. Head ahead. So, what I
am pleased to see. Would you like me to hold you?
Yes,
now.
please.
You are so very warm.
Do not believe she has
And
dialogue.
good day to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she does not. Let's move. We ain't got no time. You can use this item, but we will not be doing that because it will ruin a certain side quest that we're trying to do. Okay. So, here's what's up. We have to go talk to Ranni again. So, what are we doing exactly? Why do we seem like a madman running back and forth between these individuals? Well, people do a lot for love, don't you know? But not only that, we're also trying to become God in the process, which is the much more important factor in this. So, let me explain the steps we will take now, alright? Once we speak to Ranni, she will give us a series of side quests that we will need to do. These will be long and arduous and fucking ridiculous. This is the longest side quest in the entire game. But simultaneously, we will also be doing a side quest within Caelid involving Commander O'Neill, as well as the other commanders in the Dectist Medallion. Once we use this, the Halig Medallion, once we do this side quest, we will get a item called the Alloyed Golden Needle. Once we reach the capital, we will be absorbing the Frenzied Flame and using the Alloyed Golden Needle in the kiln of the Dragon Lord to tame the Frenzied Flame and become a deity ourselves. In doing such, we will allow our fine maiden to live and for ourselves to ascend to true godhood, as it should be. After that, the Frenzied Flame will not be an issue for anyone else ever again. And lands between will become ours for the taking. And a great age of suffering shall commence, as the greater will is destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but separated. For now, my dear. Now then, we need to speak to her once again.
The curse mark thou seekest is not here. Now. Oh, is that so? Thou wouldst render me aid. Is that thy proposal? Afforded finding thyself opportunity to grope about for the curse mark's location, no doubt. Very well. There's nothing wrong with a well-laid scheme. What's more, if my past and past wounds beckon to thee, I am curious enough to see what thy destiny portends. I'll allow it. Enter my service, and good hunting to thee.
So, you know what? You there. You right there. I see you in chat right now, watching this. Tell me, what's your favorite weapon in this game? I need to know. Because I've heard so many opinions go around, and I've been doing this game for a while, so I need to know, what is your preferred weapon? If you're a person at all. I do believe we need to speak to her one more time. I do believe, but I do want to go down here and race line my spots before anything. No, okay, we're good. Alright, now I have to talk to all these ghosts. Okay, so let's explain something here. We have to talk to all three of the servants of hers. First, we've already met this guy. We've already met most of these people. This is the first one. My controller's doing the thing again. You can probably see me jittering around occasionally. That is because my controller is slightly broken and it wants to push me forwards for some reason sometimes. I don't know why it does that. Do not. Alright, so we have to talk to all these people. I don't think there's anything else we actually have to do other than that. We have to talk to all these people, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, let's do this then. So, first we have to talk to our friend here.
Lady Ranni has explained everything. Again, I am E.G., the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Ranni's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Ranni, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me. My fellow, let us give all that we can of ourselves, together,
I believe that's
for Lady Ranni.
that.
Let us give together.
Yes, okay. Next up, Blythe. See, that message makes more sense now, doesn't it?
Long time,
Long
friend.
time move.
Blythe. If you've forgotten, glad to have you in the service of Mistress Ranni. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well in the Mist. See if I can't.
Yes,
Don't keep me
missed
waiting.
it. We will get to that section of the side of this quest later. And then this asshole. Oh my.
I see. You must be Ranni's new hireling. Yes, I've heard all about you. I am Selvis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you, but since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you. I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit, should you wish to be of act. If it were up to but who?
Yes.
I come and pay me should
Pay me a
if it
visit,
were up
yes,
to
okay.
but who?
Moving on. We actually can't leave. Like, we'll still see shortly, but we can't leave before talking to her again a few more times. And once we're done with talking to her, we will then go back to Roger and watch him fucking die. As all great things do, inevitably. You know, I'm starting to think that dead internet theory might be true. Sorry. Reflex. Moving on.
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise.
And there we go.
I shall soon enter, and it will be. I have high look for.
So, at this point, that's all we have to do for her for now, because she shall enter a deep sleep, like Sleeping Beauty herself. And we won't have to do it, except for basically find the equivalent of the lost city of Atlantis. But we'll get into that shortly. We will get into that shortly. Right now, okay, we will have to go talk to her friend. I do believe this is the next step. I do believe this is the next step. And then we watch him die.
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you, lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
Then we do this. He's fucking dead. As you can see. Once. Twice. Thrice. I believe this is the one that should work. Or I might have to ace it out the entire game. There we go. Doing that will give you his entire armor set. Okay. Moving on. We want to return to Ranni's Rocks. Or at least in the vicinity of it. Because we will now be going to a very important vendor in the game, which can easily get us what we need. Right? So, this vendor is in a very awkward spot, first of all. You will not take fall damage, although you could easily die if you're not careful. This vendor actually sells some of the most important items in the entire game by far. It sells larval tears, which are incredibly valuable and used in the Raya Lucaria Academy, which is right over there, to respec your character. There's only 17 of them per playthrough, keep in mind, so this is one of them. And beyond that, even this. Oh, hello. Yeah, he's the one that leads you down to it. It's the hint the developers put in the game for it. You want to go down here, and I believe Torrent will disappear as soon as you hit that spot, Torrent will disappear. Now we just want to easily drop down, easily drop down, easily drop down, and then through this hole in the roof right here. I don't think there's anything over there. through this hole in the roof right here. We want to easily drop down. Now, don't jump off of here. Instead, pick this spell-proof dried liver up. I don't know why. Yeah, don't worry, these guys are not dead. They're not real. They're puppets. They're out of corpses. Don't worry about it. And we want to talk to this individual.
Oh, you? Sorry, Your Worship. I apologize for any offense given. I am Pidia, servant to the Carrion royal family. I am charged with maintaining these ghastly dolls. Your Worship, allow me to be of use. Other than the puppets, there are some very fine things up here in this storeroom. Why not pick something out before you go? But please, can you offer poor ill-starred Pidia a little something by way of compensation?
And then he will sell this. Let's go over everything in his inventory. First of all, bubbling horns are very rare. We only have one, despite how many creatures we've killed. Old fangs are from lions. You know how hard those are to get. Slumbering eggs are rare within the world. Pots, ritual pots, are unusable. Celestial dew. These things, there's only about 10 of them in game, I believe. These things allow you to carry out the absolution ritual from the church. Very, very, very important. Larval tier, obviously, we need that. The craftsman, the glintstone craftsman, we need that. Carrion retaliation is the strongest parry in the game. Ripple blade allows you to basically use your arcane against people, and if applied to any form of grease or anything, this weapon can be very dangerous. Black leather shield is okay. It has parry. No, it has it has no skills on it automatically, but you can put carry and retaliation on, which makes it a very good shield. And then weathered map, a simple map badly weathered. We are going to buy this. The pocket is the ripple blade is not for us really, and we have other blades we can put on that. So that is one of the most important vendors in the entire game. Pretty much you want to pick everything up that he has, but first you want to pick up those particular things that I bought right there. After all of this, we're going to take another specific route. But first, I'm going to end stream here because I have a video to get through, basically. I have a video to edit. Thank you everyone so much for coming in today. I've truly enjoyed doing this game with you guys. I am going to go and edit the 6-hour Elden Ring video that I have planned. Thank you everyone so much for coming. Next time we will be doing sort of the wrap-ups for the quest line and doing some more of Ranni's quest line, as well as going to the ancient city. Thank you all so much for coming.